Yeah, you said it well, Anthron. Thank you for that rundown, and it's pretty much on point. PARIVISION have to step up, especially the players like Artfrost who've been missing on on Vertigo. And yeah, with that being said, Nexus and I will be taking you over for Ancient, and let's see where it leads us to. fnatic on the pistol CT side, as they probably won the knife. PARIVISION, on the other hand, they've got a molly, they've got a smoke and 2 flashbangs, and most likely a B execution that we're looking at.
Wonderful shot as well for Body. QB joins, a couple of headshots being found at the B push. Immediately has been stomped and quelled here by fnatic. Molotov has to be used, and that does force Body out. The problem is, he's not alone in this fight. He does have a teammate. Never mind, I lied. I spoke too soon. Jerry and Patsy, hello. Headshots coming through for the T side, and suddenly it's down to 1 versus 1. Jerry, the IGL, down to the last man. Health, essentially 1 HP, and Afro's trying to find something through the smoke, the gap, anything. There's no connection as of yet.
Afro, who stepped up as the op on Vertigo. Jerry, meanwhile, who had a splendid first map. Yeah, he is going to try his best to get to A, but look at Afro. He's already going to be anticipating this, and I'm not sure if the reload was heard, but I'm pretty sure it was not.
Nope.
As Jerry, unfortunately, walks straight into Afro, and that is round 1 to fnatic.
Wasn't comfortable with the bomb plant towards the B site. Tried to make a play around the world, but instead does get caught. Both players a little bit afraid in that 1v1, but nonetheless, it is fnatic who do take it.
I want to just mention, PARIVISION never even got their utilities out of the way by the time they'd already lost 2 players. Yep. They got caught by fnatic before ever starting. Yeah. Beautiful round, truly. And a bit of a dangerous one for the CTs, but they still got away free. Patsy burning, blinded, goes into Donut. No, stays in the smoke. Gonna traverse towards red. Mid control established at least. But the CTs are well aware of what's happening.
Patsy the only one with a rifle, everyone else down to pistols, but let's see how well this works out. In Donut, you have Mattis alone. From map 1 to map 2, a change was massive for him in terms of form, and now let's see what Ancient does it have for him as well. What does he have in store? Patsy not gonna be the second victim, instead the AK still lives. An MP9 picked up for PARIVISION, and they've got map control, like I said, from mid. They played it slow, they've got an entry themselves, and put it back to a 4v4. Does allow them to slow down, because now they have a big piece of map control.
No need to push the envelope here. Take it slow, take your time. Make sure you clear out those corners, right? 50 seconds, plenty on the clock. And Afro's just kind of varying from left to right, hoping to be lucky to spot somebody. Jerry, close range. This could be an issue, right? If Jerry hits that headshot, Afro's dead. That's it. That's A-side lost. The Shadow will be spotted, though. But Jerry still hits the shot. Now onto Crims, defending the side. QB comes in from middle. The timing is perfect. Drops the ball on Artfrost, and it's going to be back to a 2 versus 3. fnatic.
Body as well. They know one's going to be going for the big flank. Patsy as well. He's got to make a play of his own. He relays the information. Problem is, Jerry got to plant the bomb, and he's alone on site.
No time.
Duel's coming through. The bomb's been dropped.
No time. Regardless of what he does, there is no time. Patsy, he can get a free kill. Yes.
Oh! Could get a kill into Crims as well, but now that he's been spotted, Crims is not going to give him the chance, and Patsy just wants to survive. Crims doesn't go for the M4, actually. Doesn't have the time. Instead, he just farms the money.
You know what? I like that from Crims, because he knows, first of all, he can kill the player after time, so no loss bonus for Patsy. Plus, yeah, the M4 is obviously a valuable weapon, and you don't want to lose it like that, but he's got the MP9, so he just gets that 600 extra dollars, as you said, and, well, make sure that PARIVISION will be a player short when it comes to the economy. Great start.
Also going to be carrying implications for the next round as well. With Patsy still at 1,000, unless they get a bomb plant here. Well, tough luck. He's probably going down to a Galil, maybe a Mac 10.
I was about to say, most likely.
Bodies though, the MP9 of Crims in play, and he's going to start farming himself here a little bit, although he's going to be missing a couple of key shots here, so allows Jerry to go for the bomb plant, actually.
He's going to do it. Yeah.
Oh, what? I don't like this. Well, I don't like this.
That's...
Too afraid of ramp. Too afraid of the players behind, and doesn't get the bomb down instead.
QB would have been right behind him, so if he had gone for the bomb plant default, most likely QB would have been able to prevent it. In either scenario, most likely the bomb doesn't go down successfully, even if it looks like it. But yeah, at the end of the day, fnatic prevent the bomb plant, win the round with 2 losses, I believe, was it? 1 loss? Regardless.
I believe just body.
Yeah, just body on B ramp, that's right.
And that was an MP9 that they lost, so pretty good. Run boost in mid, trying to get early shelf control, and it's going to be working out as well, it seems.
Oh, hello, Mattis.
Control and the kill to come along with it. Mattis. Kicking off Ancient, potentially in the same way he did Vertigo.
Body's
big key to this Fnatic roster, clicking in every single match they play. Afro, just as big of a key, but has had the issues of consistency, finding his own form.
QB pushing out of cave, out of leopard. I'm surprised the body hasn't pushed down B ramp, but it's gonna be Mattis that comes swinging again. And where's body? Still not helping out. He was so deep on B ramp and yet leaving his teammates to die. Oh, hello Afro, blinded, hits the shot on Patsy. The timing couldn't have been better. Belchanok, who unfortunately hasn't really had the greatest of performance throughout the entirety of the series, is gonna have to prove himself the master of the AK, but no such luck. Crim's waiting, and a great position for Fnatic to open up Ancient.
Master of the AK, that's gonna be Crim's now. Legend of the game, still kicking ass.
Yeah, one of the longest stints in the team alongside the likes of Rain. I believe he's been on Fnatic for 7+ years.
Yeah, I mean, hey, in the top 5 you also had have a bit of an unexpected one. BTN in Nexus for about 8 years, I think.
Oh yeah, BTN's also.
Yeah, that is a big one. Elige as well. You know, you have Rain, Elige, BTN. I think those are top 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. Whoops. Jumping a little bit of youth, although entry in mid that goes to Patsy. Weapon collected. His Tech 9 no longer a pistol. Upgrades to an M4, though he drops that over immediately with his low health. Makes sense. What do PARIVISION do with this mid control? So far they've been fought toward the B ramp a little bit. Fnatic have not been afraid of giving them a fight. But now they might have to do something different. What sort of rotations are we going to be seeing? What sort of mid-rounds is Fnatic cooking up here? They've got the AWP towards Donut. I like this. Alongside the Crim's AK. They are going to try to get a little bit of mid control.
Full B commitment from PARIVISION though.
And this is a great clear. I love this. But QB needs to stay alive. There's a flashbang, but it's kick guard instead through cave. 1 kill fat. That's extremely important for the round. And now comes the backstab of Crims.
Does it work? Is the question. Nope. They gotta save. I think you gotta save here if you're a Fnatic. Money-wise, you've got to rebuy, but if you don't save, you're gonna be in trouble, especially with the AWP. And Afro is already pulling away. Artfrost, meanwhile, he wants that op. He wants that op, absolutely. Not gonna give up until he gets it. And PARIVISION, good entries. Not to mention, Matt is getting caught outside on middle, alone, no support. I believe went through the smoke on Red Room. And they know that Afro has to be somewhere near.
Terrorists win.
But they won't give further chase, fair enough. They actually don't take out that op. That's pretty big, because now Fnatic can actually still buy. 2 players have enough for themselves. An M4 drop from Afro, body on the MP9. And Fnatic can still contend here. PARIVISION, meanwhile, keeping to those rifles themselves. We are about to see round 6 play out possibly the same on mid control. There's the smoke into Donut, smoke into Red Room. Counter molly's being thrown. Alone Mattis on mid again. He needs to be careful, doesn't want to be the sacrificial lamb first and foremost.
This time tucking himself in. Playing with his teammate against Afro, who is starting Donut as well. They had a nade for this in case there was a fast play for PARIVISION. They have done so once or twice already, so it's not a surprise. And Crims.
Hello.
A bit of damage. Patsy and Kicker both now susceptible to headshots, but oh wow, that does not matter when you're Patsy, apparently. We talked about the B aggression for Fnatic, who worked out in the first few rounds, but now it's being quelled by PARIVISION's bloodthirst.
Well dismantled. I mean, they take a different approach to it. PARIVISION don't fight them through double doors. They just leave Jerry there to hold the line, and then it's got, you know, you got Patsy on shelf on Heaven going for the white swings and stealing 2 kills for free. Best way to start a round, if you ask me. This will be a B split potentially.
So it seems. They're at least trying to see if they can spot any CTs before making a full commitment, but the time is running low, so the turnaround from B basically non-existent at this point. They don't have the chance to go for it unless they go through mid and start running. And on B as well, they've only got Crims to contend with. He has an HE to his name and an M4 in his hands. Unless he gets given a couple of free kills, he can swing from long. That's a pretty common play.
He'll try that.
Let's see how good you are going to be at clearing this. They have seen him. They know they got to cross past him, but there's a good flashbang. Catching Crims. Bomb goes down to the T side of PARIVISION. Not a single player lost in this round.
Lights out again. fnatic dismantled one by one, and PARIVISION, good counter action. Jerry making the right calls here.
That as well. That's a round for Patsy, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
100%. His double kills. QB and body caught. Catching on to the tricks of fnatic here a little bit.
And I want to point out again that I believe it was QB that pushed from Cave, right? From Leopard. And he didn't even pay attention to Shelf. And they knew they lost mid already. Like, they had the info, yet they still decided to be overly aggressive on B ramp. Having no control.
No utility to try to clear Shelf. Either no Molotov that goes out.
No flash, no nothing that we could at least tell from the get-go.
Support from mid.
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing.
There.
PARIVISION. They will be able to punish those mistakes, and Patsy absolutely double secures it. A tactical timeout immediately for fnatic. Makes sense. Money is gone. They could buy still. They can...
Yeah, and it was actually Body who did go out from Cave.
Oh,
but
Body, yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's just
QB on
semantics,
ramp.
doesn't matter.
But yeah.
Yeah. The tiniest detail in this case doesn't matter because the result is going to stay the same for PARIVISION.
Exactly.
A second round found for the T side, and that's a good start now. When it comes to the gun rounds, they've yet to lose.
And they're proving to be a tough nut to crack. Yeah.
I actually don't remember the first 4 rounds.
No. It's it was. Wait, let me double check that for sure. But it was something in that direction. Basically, first gun round failed for them, right? And then on the half buy with Tech 9s and everything.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
that
when
makes
they.
more sense with the scoreline.
Yeah, that's when they picked it up. So, regardless. PARIVISION
My own words.
making some waves. Ah, well, you're not the only one. Trust me.
It is what it is.
In any
That's
case,
the motto of them. Anyone, essentially. But here, toward the B side, they can't be just what it is. It has to be a defense, but it's not happening. The only real weapons they had is in toward the B side, and fnatic, they crumbled. Couldn't withstand the test. A fast play for PARIVISION. Flashbangs were great when it came to stopping Cave players, and even better when it came to stopping Crims on long.
honestly, I think we're going to have to see a bit of a massive difference in setup for fnatic, especially towards the B side. Usually what you get to see is something in the akin to 1-2-2, so 1A, 2 mid, 2B.
Waffer doesn't know. Belchinok's already close as well.
Yeah, Belchinok's about to swing on him behind. Oh, Molly's, okay.
Trying to force a fight here. Double swing, Afro.
Smart
I
choice.
think this is him dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Completely baited by the double swing. Kicker a lot more quiet. The Molotov as well. It was a great idea.
They don't even take
They
the
also
off.
had a player coming in from the back line as well in Temple. Didn't leave a lot of chances. Afro, the AWP hunted out of their hands completely. T-side not picking it up though. So this round it definitely is a change of pace for PARIVISION now. The fast B play, the confidence they're now getting,
Yes.
and hunting down every single player, not picking up the AWP is a absolutely
And it's
choice they make.
It's a big tell, exactly, because Artfrost probably calls it, yo guys, I don't want to play the AWP. I don't feel comfortable. You saw it didn't go well on Vertigo.
That or Jerry saying, boys, we're just going to start running at them.
Or
We're gonna
that,
take
yeah,
control
or
of
just
the game
plus
now.
W,
Both
exactly. And look, they're taking A control. It's free, it's empty, nobody to contest, not a single piece of utility to stop them. What do you do if you're fnatic here? I mean, this is troublesome to say the least. No utility to retake as well. 3 smokes, no mollies, no defuse kits, a single flash. This is going to be as hard as it gets. Temple
Extremely
control.
Mirage-esque out of PARIVISION here as well with the way they're calling. Mid control early parts of the game, and now they're going for a couple of faster plays. Changing their objective, and fnatic, they have been conditioned to go for the mid plays. But in the retake, they are doing well to at least get things going. 1 and 2, last man spot, and it's Artfrost. I think this is unfortunately a little bit too much to handle. As QB on the defuse, he can't do much. 6 bullets in the magazine. Artfrost does have to back away. No,
That is indeed the case.
almost
Pulls back.
tried this one.
The thing is, if he had been able to stop the defuse, the round would have been theirs, as time would have run out for PARIVISION. Excuse me, for fnatic. But yeah, PARIVISION at the end, the after plan just didn't hold up to snuff.
No, it did
Temple
not.
control immediately lost, right? 1 kill, and that's it. That's not good enough. Right here, Afro, beforehand checking that close corner.
Getting rid of both. PARIVISION, their setup does fail them a little bit here.
Yeah.
And with that, fnatic. The change of pace not actually working out for PARIVISION. Instead, we are still seeing the CT side cook in here a little bit. Mattis, good for the first one.
Oh!
Through mid. Belgian knock instead is one better. Double
Massive
kills
pickup.
found, and that's the space taken away now from fnatic. That's their whole mid control gone.
fnatic
No
need to
B aggression
adjust.
at all. But despite Mattis, right? Despite him going for the early shelf peek as well, QB wasn't helping, neither was Body. Or in this case, Afro, I suppose. Leaving it a little bit lacking. They could have fought for the B ramp as well early, with Mattis' early information, his early kill towards mid. But playing it a bit more safe. Afro will get one out of it, putting it back to even numbers. Decent Molotov, but a gap still spotted in QB. He's got Jerry in the meantime. Bomb dropped momentarily, picked back up. I
Oh, he
believe,
saw the bomb.
shortly.
He saw the C4. Well, QB.
Jiggling for it. Problem is, he doesn't really have utility, so he can only do so much.
Yeah. And they are seemingly aware of
Good
Belchanok
read
coming in
from
from
Afro.
CT. Yeah, Afro ready. Still misses the shot. That's not a good outlook. Does hit it now. A wall bang, I think. And QB finishes the job. Down to kicker it goes. The action stops right there.
Down goes kicker, I believe you were going to say, or you should have said.
I should have said yes. Nonetheless.
I will forgive you this one time. fnatic, though, they are taking back a little bit of control here. I really like the change of pace ideas for PARIVISION, but losing the post plant on A definitely changes things right back into favor of fnatic.
It hurts them a lot, and well,
That it feels like a make it or make or break sort of round for them in terms of momentum.
yeah. And not to mention,
fnatic, despite again losing 2 players in mid there, I believe Belgian on fighting the double entry, it didn't matter.
also
Still,
I want to say that fnatic leaving A open again, you know, it gives options to PARIVISION, but QB, hello! That was pretty
double through the
insane.
smoke, and he's going for a third.
Thing is,
Hungry
both...
for a frag, and there goes Jerry.
oh,
Oh, my
oh.
god, QB!
Okay.
This round, he's finally said enough is enough. The B side, it belongs to them. With so many times PARIVISION now shut them down.
I mean,
His turn to shine. A quad kill for the round, and why not go for the ace? Because it's Patsy on the other side. Carrying T spawn, going off angle. QB comes swinging, and he'll collect all 5. fnatic making their own statement. It's not just Mattis, it's not just Afro, but QB as well when it comes to Ancient now.
and this is the QB that we saw on Sangol. This is why he was a pretty big part of it. Obviously doing a good job and kind of quiet for the last few months, perhaps ever since joining fnatic. But nonetheless, this is what we wanted to see out of him. If Mattis will start popping off, if Afro will be hitting his shots.
So far, so good. 11-2 on the Oper.
Exactly. PARIVISION could be in a lot of trouble very soon. This first half is about to end, and once again in favor of fnatic potentially. As we had a tactical timeout called, the CIS team now starting to suffer quite a few losses. Economically speaking, they've got enough to buy, but it's going to be lacking for Jerry. Left with a Tech 9. No Opfart for us still. Obviously that was by choice. Nonetheless, mid control going to be contested again. Matt is playing from Donut, this time alone. 3 players on B. I like the change up for fnatic. They certainly realized that there's a chance PARIVISION could pull another fast push. Still contending middle. QB finds Art Frost. No support. Where's Mattis? He comes out swinging though! Swinging hard with a double.
Body playing this now quietly. Tucked himself in for safety. He did hear Kicker making a little bit of noise, but can't be sure. He'll
check
check
him.
Does go exploring. Spots
Oh,
him, and there's the
lights
last
out.
mat as well. Now they know. Bomb delivers straight to Body's feet. Kicker in way too much trouble. PARIVISION, they had a good beginning, they had a decent start to their T side, but now that it's being drawn out in the half, the rounds have started to look less and less convincing. 7-3, this one it looks like an 8th as well.
Absolutely is an 8. Kickert, I mean, I would usually say this man, if there's anybody on the side of PARIVISION that can pull this, it's him, but lately, a little bit quiet, off key, and this is a 9 possible scenario to save. I mean, Afro has an angle that you can not really survive in. And
Yeah, he doesn't want to wait.
deep lobotomy there. And that's it. That's 8-3. Last round for the first half. PARIVISION down to barely any sort of economy left. They're either buying Galils and Mac-10s for utility, or they're going AKs without any sort of utility at all. Regardless, it is going to be one last chance here. 8-4 is still a doable first half for PARIVISION. It's not optimal, but as we always say, right? You know, having 4 rounds T side, at least manageable to make a comeback on. The CT. Meanwhile, am I seeing this right? It's going to be hard aggression towards B ramp and towards cave again. Kickert this time, taking charge. QB will bring him back with a wall bang.
Great stuff out of QB. He's just having a great game so far.
He really is enjoying himself so much.
Feels good about that. Great utility use as well. Great timing, but it is going to be PARIVISION
They
go
know.
through this. Smoking a flashbang out toward the site. They got to get past 2 players out of it. Screams and Mattis.
Good crossfire.
Great fights coming out of them as well. And they're just tucking and twisting themselves in and out of these fights.
And they have to pull
Flashbangs
back
are
here.
great as well. They got good control toward the site, but they've also lost so much with them only having 2 players alive.
As I was about to say, yeah, QB comes in behind. The flank is already active, and there's no way you predict that soon. And it was a smart call by Mattis to disengage as he comes back in from Donut. It is going to be the round 2 fnatic. A 9-3 first half in a very dominant fashion, as they seem to be on the top of their game. I mean, QB 16, 12 for Afro. The rest trailing behind, yes, but the flanks, the plays, the cohesion finally coming together. And as Anthron said, he still believes fnatic is the favorite, and absolutely they are. And those
This magic
mistakes...
8 ball of 50-50 coin tosses or whatever is seemingly going pretty well here in the 3rd map.
Exactly.
Fnatic was a favorite for this one as well, but PARIVISION, their explosive firepower, that was the one thing we talked about, that can outclass Fnatic.
Yeah.
Map 1, it was a little bit of that, it was a lot of the calls as well Jerry was making. Here, I said it already as well, I like the beginning for PARIVISION. When they started getting a couple of rounds, they tried to switch the pace. But losing a post plant, it sucked for them. And they lost control of the game. Fnatic powered up, powered through, and now toward the second half, full-on B play coming out of them. And a 3-man stack as well for the CT side. It definitely seems a great call to be made. Shifting up, started to go for the duels in 1 and 2, now looking for the second through the smoke. Can't find him that easily, but it is still going to be Jerry dancing. While Arford's been taken down, the retake has to commence for the CT side with the man disadvantage. It won't be been planted now, puts a clock on their heads. No kit on the CT side. No more utility either. They have dualies. That could be good to clear cave, and Belchinocchi opens up with the first. And now to fight a couple more potentially as well. Patsy! Dualies doing God's work for the CT side, and they've tapped the bomb. Trying to get Creams out of position, but he's not sticking to the defuse. It doesn't matter. Patsy, the dual Berettas, they do wonderful for the CT side, and PARIVISION, second lease on life.
Pulling on strings, barely holding on, but they are vital that they get together in this pistol, that they are able to prevent the 10th. Fnatic would have just ran away with the result otherwise. And this afterplant, I mean, it should have worked out. Patsy with the dualies, though, being a little bit too much of a nuisance. And of course, Screams in the smoke. What can you really do? And a tactical call, tactical pause for PARIVISION. Their second. One hell of a game. One hell of a performance. And to be fair, that's the, you know, as you mentioned earlier, PARIVISION's firepower is where we can't really deny. If they're able to pop off, we saw it already once before. Surely they can do it again. Jerry's been a little bit quiet since map 1. Kickert also kind of having a tough time, and not to mention the main man, the man that's supposedly going to be performing throughout the entire series, or at least needs to usually, especially when an op is in play. Artfrost just not present at all. 2 kills, that's not good enough. You gotta step up, and luckily they win the pistol. But everything can change. This force buy can still become their graveyard.
PARIVISION with Jerry and Kicker, the older guys in the team, 25 years of age on them.
Yeah, with a lot of
22 on
experience.
Artfrost as well. I wouldn't think about it. I would have thought he was younger, but no, he's also 22. Well, for Patsy and Belgian both 20. Interestingly enough, a pretty young team. Because it definitely feels like Jerry's been around. He was on Force for 6 years.
Yes.
Okay.
He played
Since
for a very long
2017.
time. Yeah.
So you feel like he's probably older, but no. Only 25.
Yeah. A lot of experience.
experience.
Again, I think people tend to sometimes just forget or kind of shove him to the side. Jerry was the reason why Forza had such success. He was the main instrumental part of it. Building those rosters up and doing good work with them.
This is interesting.
Oh, hello. What? Hey,
That's the lurk smoke I've usually
Usually don't see it,
but
yeah.
does cover along in most cases, but QB and Body both getting caught with the B side. There's still a third man named Mattis, however.
My man's still a
Brings it back
menace.
to even numbers, and they're going to try to force a rotation out of this as well, but Patsy...
Oh, he spots Patsy.
Yeah.
He spots him, Mattis! You
Clears the
crazy
B side,
dude!
now last matter stands all the way on A. Artfrost,
What?
gotta make the decision, where do you want to go? 1 versus 3. This round has been completely taken away from PARIVISION's side.
And this is exactly
Force
what I
buy from
insinuated.
fnatic, despite a disastrous beginning on the A or B side. They just walk towards B, or A, whatever that is.
That's
I'm
what I
already getting lost in
insinuated,
bomb
right?
sites.
That's the thing. It's
Same
like
as PARIVISION.
this is what happens when PARIVISION has a lucky break on a pistol, but then they're not focusing enough, or at least not bringing up the firepower on the second round.
Also,
And
take a look at how many bullets Artfrost shot. 4
Yeah, I
bullets,
think 1,
0
2
kills in the round, and he's still kind of in the same
he got
form as
one
Vertigo.
kill. He got 1 kill with the op, but yeah, like the fact
yeah.
is he should have hit more. He needed to be more accurate, and he's about to be killed in the back. Never mind.
Never
What?
mind.
What? Hello?
Man.
Oh my god, Artfrost is so lucky to be alive. There's
Yeah.
no other way to put it. That is just pure dumb luck.
That's the sort of fun, dumb luck you like to see, but a wonderful round for fnatic. Mattis brings it back on the B side. If he goes down there, the rotations are going to be that much more difficult to deal with. And here as well, Afro, all he had to do was turn around. Orp would have been taken out of the CT's hands, but the scoreline doesn't still do any favors to PARIVISION, even if they save an Orp. They gotta show us miracles, they gotta do it now. Otherwise, it just might be too late. The firepower on fnatic is
Now or
ramped
never.
up since map 1. Mattis keeping up a little bit of that Vertigo form. Afro showing us a little bit of the Orp as well. And QB, he has hit the ground running come map 3.
I've got to say, I'm a little bit surprised to see a timeout here on a force buy. Of course, understandably so, in terms of a force buy, you know, you want to basically prevent them from going to 11, potentially 12, which is certainly going to be the case if they lose. And PARIVISION counting on Artfrost to hit the shot. That's it. The AWP now is the main factor of this round. If fnatic are able to take out Artfrost without him getting a single kill, we are going to be seeing most likely 12 on the board soon enough. And
I like this call for fnatic.
yeah, it's a good one.
You're going up against the force buy. I always say this, the A side of Ancient, it is so easy to retake. It kind of also works in the CT's favor when it comes to a retake, but when it's down to a force buy,
Smoke into
you
temple.
don't have a lot of util, that's definitely going to harm you in the retake, so fnatic,
Wait.
all they got to do is get past the AWP here, and Artfrost holds a decent angle,
no.
but a missed shot again. He goes back for seconds, gets tagged this time. But he's not going to try his luck a third time. Instead of falling back, playing with his teammates, the bomb goes down at the CT side.
Honestly,
This is not looking great.
I think I wouldn't mind PARIVISION saving. I
I
would.
don't think they mind either.
Yeah, I think they need to pull back and save that up. Keep those Kevlars. They can still contend next.
Artfrost.
They're gonna try something here, but Artfrost gets caught. Yeah, Belchenok brings it home and will be able to take back the
They
op.
clear close,
Yeah.
Molotov deep. And that means PARIVISION don't have an avenue into the round. It's 11 to fnatic.
It is. But again, saving at least gives them a chance to rebuy the next. They'll have, what, loss bonus at, help me out, 1.9, right? Because they reset because of the pistol. They win the pistol, so it's 1.4. They lose the second, so it's 1.9 now.
Go ahead and do the math, we'll see anyways. 1.9, you are correct. And an AK taken away from QB, but Patsy can recover. He at least keeps that armor alive.
Which means a FAMAS for Patsy most likely be bought. MP9s for Kickert and
This shows the desperation. Do they buy or no?
I think you have to.
I feel
I
like they
think you
have
got
to.
to. I'm like, do you really let Fnatic go to 12? And you're down 8 rounds? I don't think so. I don't think that's really a world you wanna try.
But this is an interesting need in the middle here. Belgium up with a boss, the pistol saved over, and the orb back onto Artfrost. It's a nice idea.
Yeah, but the
But
thing
it
is,
requires a lot of luck out of
yeah.
PARIVISION's side. Maybe Patsy in mid could have a
Patsy,
couple
5-7.
of shots with the 5-7.
great pistol. Oh, he's traversed through the smoke. He's in their flanks.
They're still shifting.
Fnatic surely won't realize this until it's too late. But QB's watching the smoke. QB's kind of
Thinking about
anticipating this. Oh, QB.
Ooh.
Will be caught. Patsy.
A
the
little bit of
surprise is
luck.
there. Yeah.
All I
Artfrost,
said
does he
they
hit?
need Artfrost.
He does.
Wonderful.
There goes Afro in T-base. The bomb is lost
There's
as
a lot of
well.
luck now.
PARIVISION, luck is definitely with them.
Lady Luck does them well. A clean, flawless round out of the CTs.
Tight chest.
Artfrost even throwing the AK away. Giving it to his teammate. And his use of force might was not unnecessary. Instead, they get a little bit of extra money. And a chance to still come back into this. Ancient, heavily CT-sided, keep in mind. And we finally might see a little bit out of this PARIVISION side, but Fnatic, a force by, also
they're gonna-
just as desperate to try to get to 12 here.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna lose no sleep over a beat tape, potentially going into shelf and then spreading into mid. Crims is gonna be the connecting factor. Molotov's flying all across the map. A lot of control contested for Jerry, looking to perhaps get lucky with the spray on Mattis. And of course, Fortuna is with PARIVISION. Let's see if she will stick with them throughout the entirety of the round, though. Body in the corner. It's a B push. Here we go. Molotov in towards cave. Isolates Jerry.
like
Kicker
this.
on site. This could work. They're getting, they're getting some positional advantage.
Again, Body though, he's
How is Body
all alone.
How does Body get this far, this deep?
They will have to check him. They surely will. The smoke is
They
out.
have to.
A little bit more util comes through, but it's Artfrost and the AWP that shuts down a Body. And with Cave still so steady in the hands of the CTs, I don't really see a way for Fnatic in this one.
Neither do I.
Although, Jerry has been left to his own devices in Cave now.
Surely he delivers
Artfrost
on one
pulled
or
back
two, though.
completely. They were afraid they might be running toward the site when those smokes util starts to fade.
Has Patsy been... No. Surely his shoulder has... Yes, his shoulder has been seen.
God.
Crims saw his shoulder.
Wonderful
Ooh,
shot.
hello. Good eyes on
dogs.
Crims. Mattis finds
Oh,
Jerry.
no.
Oh no, don't tell me this is how they collapse. Kickert falls. The collapse is here. And it's all eyes on Artfrost again with the AWP. In CT, 2 players about to come behind them. No scope
no.
for Artfrost, but it's not enough. There's enough time to plant, and that is round done. Fnatic pull it out of somewhere.
That's a round that goes straight to Crims' pocket. In mid, he spots Patsy. That forces the rotation of Artfrost away from Cave, where he was already pulling away. Has to watch CT afterwards. And Jerry, he found himself the victim of Mattis in the meantime here. This kill is what is signed. The fact that he doesn't have support there holding for it.
Kicker
No
should have been
Kicker,
with him.
No
Yeah.
Artfrost.
Exactly. Artfrost has ramp control and Kicker should be helping him in cave. Now, I know they had to focus on mid-red as well, but surely there's a different way to play that then, as mid control will be contested by PARIVISION, but if they lose a player, they could be in dire straits. Crims gets caught, though. That's a good start. Again, PARIVISION secured the entry, and they do have speedway control. Body!
What? Wait, Jerry just... Wait. I don't even know what happened there. Jerry just completely walked through the smoke with Body. They swap positions
I am
and come
as
back.
confused as you right now. Jerry,
To the site, however, Fnatic, they're looking
don't
for
check.
13. It's a 3v4. Now just 2 Kicker on the site will be traded at Afro QB. They've been playing well this round and this map, but now leave it on to Afro on the AWP. 1v3 is got to be asked for his task. But will he be able to do it? That's a whole different sort of question. The answer comes from Artfrost to deny, say no thank you, we want to continue this map.
we ain't done yet. Exactly. And you know what? I would love to see Fnatic go into a semi-buy, let's say mini Kevlars for most of the players, or a pistol or
to A.
two, and
Go
just
back to A,
absolutely
man. Get
rush
the
A.
bomb
Yeah,
down.
just plus W. Just don't even stop.
The way we saw Fnatic getting those entries, or the way we saw Mattis getting those entries on Vertigo, for example.
Yeah.
Go for it again here. Just go for it. Send him
There-
out, let him be the bloodhound he can be at QB as well. He can be there for the trade. Whatever you wish. It's got to be an A play. It's not a rush, but it still could work out currently with no one on the site.
A wide open.
And Belchunk only has a smoke, so he has to drop this to allow for a little bit of cover, I would imagine. Bit of back and forth, thugging himself in and out of these fights. Seems likely, but instead he's pulling back. It's going to be Artfrost that does arrive toward the site. Great smoke as well for the team side. Not seen that before where Belchunk just dropped the smoke. And that's more than enough. Patsy, Artfrost, Belchunk all doing their parts in this round. Though I want to highlight the smoke. We didn't really get to see it from their POVs, but it lands on the boost.
Yes.
That allows them to walk out. Basically, Artfrost doesn't have vision towards main.
Basically blocks
And allows them to
temple
go
and
a
backside.
bit more
Yeah.
wider, yeah.
Yeah.
All through the smoke. I love it.
Also, imagine if you coop that up with a boost onto boost then, and then basically running out of the smoke, jumping out of the smoke in that instance, right? Trying to surprise
Could
your
absolutely
opponent
catch
from
him, yeah.
multiple angles. That could work like a charm, but let's not dilly-daddle on the past. Let's see the future. Let's see the present here, as it's going to be, again, classic Speedway control. We got a few pistols. It's basically a half buy. Krims finds one. Krims a second.
no.
Krims is doing good. Artfrost brings it home at least. It's a 3-on-3, but Jerry is low HP. One bullet, he's gone. Oh, there you go, QB.
Getting a little bit
The timing. Oh, no.
much.
Kicker. No, don't tell me. Okay, Kicker doesn't die here. That could have been it. QB still waiting for the engagement. We'll win it. Kicker goes
no.
too wide. Why in the love of God would you try and do that?
The information was there on the kicker. He goes back for round 2 and will be shot down as QB. 21 kills to his name, and now it's on to Artfrost.
The man who had a tough second map.
The man who often carries this team, who often has those great performances, the AWPer. And 1 versus 2 now leaves so much to
No
be
defuse
decided.
kit.
He's going for the kit at
Oh,
least,
he just
but
picked it up. Yeah, all good. Yeah.
cannot waste a lot of time, and he's going to be caught. This is map over, match over. It is going to be Fnatic who do power through a great reverse sweep out of them. A tough map, one out-called, out-fragged, outplayed, but when it comes Vertigo, they power up and they continue that on to Ancient. Booking a
GG.
ticket into the next round.
Fnatic eliminate PARIVISION. They will be able to take the